Hi guys, and welcome back to Coffee Talks with Victorifit. So today I'm actually going to cover my class that I created before the quarantine that I wanted to start back in March, and now I finally got to give it live within the last 2 weeks to my clients and new people outside in the park. And a lot of you have been asking questions on what is Victoricentric, what is this? So I'm doing a video about it, but just before I start, I'm going to have a little sip of my coffee. Really good coffee. And let's start. So basically, Victoricentric is like an extension to Victorifit, my company brand. It's a class. So it's a class that's very private, so under 10 people, not just because of the quarantine restrictions, but also because I'm a personal trainer at heart. I like to have a small amount of people that I can watch, correct, and do the class with you, of course, but I love to make sure everyone's doing it properly, doing the class properly so that they get results. What the class is, so it's basically Victoricentric, the physical language of strength. So the physical language of strength is through the movement, so it's an expression of strength through your body. I have a very strong opinion, as I always do, about body weight and being able to lift your own body weight. And so it's all body weight with a yoga mat and a water bottle. That's all you need. And you know, it's a class that I created. It's kind of like a Pilates eccentric class, but there's a big focus on the stretch and contraction. So I believe that a lot of people from the very beginning were told that, to build muscle, to lose weight, you have to pump, contract, push the machines, lift heavy, all that. But there is not so much of an emphasis on the stretch. So to use the muscle at 100%, you need to stretch it and contract it. So stretching is going to elongate the muscles so that you have a nicer, more elongated look. So if you look at ballerinas or, Pilates type of exercises or people that do Pilates, they have a more elongated type of look. So this class is not just for women, of course, but there is a bigger majority of women in this class, and that's what I focus a lot more on. It's the stretch and the contraction. So every time we do a movement, we will follow it by the stretch of that muscle. This class is very focused on the lower body, so the abs, the abdomen, and not just the abs, but the whole core. The core involves your lower back as well, so your entire core, your inner thighs, your glutes, and a big focus on breathing. So I teach this a lot to my clients, my private training clients, that you need to learn how to breathe from your diaphragm. So breathing from the belly every time you exercise, learning how to use your diaphragm when you breathe. This is also another issue that a lot of people that are anxious when they're anxious, they tend to breathe from just their lungs, so it's all up here. But you need to make the oxygen in the air go all the way down and breathe from your belly. So that's a big emphasis too on the class. So the breathing and the stretch and contraction, and the focus on the inner thighs, the glutes. So the glutes have 3 muscle groups. So we're going to work those really intensely. We also will have sometimes I give buns of steel. So buns of steel is part of Victoricentric. Sometimes I offer buns of steel too for the whole class. It's a 45-minute class that I give. And so buns of steel is obviously a big focus on your glutes. But the regular class is really just a whole entire focus on breathing and the abdomen, the core, the lower back, the inner thighs, the glutes. So I also wanted to mention that I will, put a lot of emphasis on the transverse muscle too. The reason why I decided to create this class is because I've noticed over the years with my clients, especially women, that this area, the lower belly, the inner thighs, all of that is just so weak. You can be a marathon runner or a power lifter or a weight lifter and still have trouble and not know how to use your stabilizing muscles properly. So that's what this class is about. It's about using the stabilizer muscles, understanding how to breathe, and have some control in your core, and really tighten and strengthen your glutes and inner thighs and your core. So there's this part of your core called the transverse. The transverse goes all the way around your abs, and you can kind of see it like a belt. It's a belt. The abs are not made to be rock solid. It should be like a trampoline. So that belt that goes around needs to be worked, which is your transverse muscle. So we'll focus a lot on your transverse. So getting a lot of stabilizing muscles involved. Not so much about crunches. So very, very minimal crunches. I'm not a fan of crunches as a trainer. There's so much more you can do with your core than just crunches. I'm more of a plank girl, a leg lift, a control, so a lot of control, a lot of slow movements with the legs so that you really feel it in your core. So that's what this class is about. And of course, I wanted to grow across Canada. In the fall of 2020 with the launch of my totes, I will include a lot of this class with the launch of my tote bags, Victorifit Athletics. So for bulk orders or any companies or anyone that does a big bulk order, they will get access to this class for free. I will go literally to that company or business and give the class. I'm also offering it right now in St. Hubert here on the South Shore of Montreal, and I'm going to offer it in St. Lambert, so St. Lambert in the South Shore of Montreal. So we're really sticking to the South Shore of Montreal. With more demand, of course, it will go to Montreal if there is a demand, and I want it to kind of go across Canada in studios as well. So Victoricentric class all across Canada in studios too. I will do pop-ups too around the country with Victoricentric, so I really want to grow and do really well, and it will be included in my newsletter, my Victorifit newsletter that I sometimes give out. So I really want this class to really help a lot of people, to people that are, it's really for everyone, because this class really helps you understand your body and your weaknesses. Sometimes we don't even understand how, some people don't even know how to breathe properly, right? So by learning small things like this and really focusing on the stabilizer muscles and doing everything body weight, you will be stronger. You will understand how to use, your stabilizer muscles, your core, your lower back. You will have less pain, and you'll understand how to breathe properly and be more stretched out and elongated, because who doesn't want that, right? So that's what Victoricentric is. I hope you guys understand what it is. I hope that you're excited like I am. I'm really excited to give it across the South Shore of Montreal for now this summer. And in the fall, of course, I will be, incorporating in the launch of Victorifit Athletic Totes. So if you guys haven't seen my athletic totes, they're still available on pre-sale before the official launch in September on victorifit.com. And I'm super excited about Victoricentric, the totes, and all that, so the launch. And yeah, so if you guys have any questions about the class, if you'd like to join, I will think about offering it online as well, because I know a lot of you are watching. You're not in Montreal, you're not in Canada, and I want to offer it online too. So think of it as a monthly subscription. That's how it works. I offer it every Saturday here in the South Shore of Montreal, and it's basically a monthly subscription to this class of 45 minutes led by me. So that's what I had to say, and I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next video next week. Bye.